Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Eric and I like to read, and today we're going to be going over my 2021 reading goals and also going over how I did with my 2020 reading goals. So I think I'm going to go over the 2020 goals first, and then I'll loop back and do my 2021 reading goals, just so we can see how I did. I wrote everything down on a notebook here so I can have it easily ready for me. But yeah, some of these things I did, some of them I didn't, and I'll tell you why. One of my goals for 2020 was to create a book tag, and I did that this year. I created the Barking About Books tag in memory of my dog. And a lot of people joined in on it and did their own versions of it. And it was so exciting because I got to see everybody's animals. They shared pictures of their pets at the end of the videos. And there was even a companion tag, Meowing About Books, made by the BookTube goddess to go with this tag. So overall, it was just a really fun experience. And I'm glad that I followed through with creating a book tag because it was really fun. I had a good time with it. Another goal I had was to read 60 books. I set this as my reading goal on Goodreads, and I passed it, which was awesome. It was an interesting year. I took a lot of time reading very different genres all throughout the year, and I think that helped with me getting past that goal because I read all different sizes of books. Some of them were very large, some of them were not very large, so that could have helped in that. And I think that was a reasonable goal for me and my reading pace because I believe that I'm not the fastest reader, so I think that worked out for me. Another goal I had was to participate in more readathons. And so in the past year, I participated in the Magical Readathon, which is in April and in August. And I was also a co-host for the Bookemon Readathon, and that was a lot of fun. That one was kind of like Pokemon based, and you had like a book buddy that gave you extra points, and it was just a whole thing. It was a lot of fun. I don't know if it's going to keep running because the booktuber that created it, Meg, she is no longer on BookTube, or she's not making videos on BookTube anymore. I think she transitioned over to a podcast. So I'm not too sure if that's still happening or not, but if it is, I will definitely be participating again this year. And then, of course, the Reindeer Readathon, which is the readathon that Marcus and I created together. I did that one as well. That one actually just finished, and it was so much fun. We actually had a lot of people sign up this year. We had 435 participants, which was really exciting because in our first year, we only just made it over 100 participants. So that was huge for us to like grow that much in 1 year for a readathon, but it was so much fun. I think it also helped because we had an additional team added this year. So there were 5 teams instead of 4. But overall, it was a blast. We had a lot of fun with all the different reading sprints and live shows we did, and the Christmas trivia was so much fun. It was just a really good year for the Reindeer Readathon, and I'm really looking forward to doing it for a 3rd year next December. My one other reading goal that I was really excited for and trying to like do this one was to go to a book related event. So for example, like there's BookCon, there's BookNet Fest, but the one I was excited for is I'm part of like the Frenzy group, which is with HarperCollins, and usually they host events every year for their Frenziers. And so Marcus and I were planning like this whole book related weekend where we were going to go to Toronto and have a fun time and go to this event and meet other bookworms in person. But COVID happened. So that never ended up happening, which is a little unfortunate. And yeah, I hope I get to do one of those events in the future. We did participate in their digital version of the event, but it's not the same when you're like not actually there meeting these people in person. I don't know. I have yet to go to a big book event and I really want to do that, but I don't know with the world the way it is right now. I don't know when I'll be able to do that. That's just a future goal for whenever that's possible, honestly. Actually, scratch that. There's one more that I forgot to mention, and it's very fitting because I forgot to do this BookTube goal last year, and that is my TBR jar. I neglected this sucker all last year. I had planned to be drawing from it every single month, and then I think there was a stretch where I didn't even pull from it for like 4 months in a row. So that was kind of disappointing. I didn't succeed in that goal. I did still draw from it, but not a lot, not as much as I was planning to do. And so, yeah. But on that note, we can jump over into my goals for this year. One of those goals is, again, to read more from my TBR jar. I need to pull from this and get through a lot more of these books. I'm going to try and make sure that I actually do one TBR jar pick every month. Sometimes I will do more if I have the opportunity to, but I'm going to try and make it like a minimum of one draw a month. I'm also planning to read a lot more arcs that I have. I currently have about 12 arcs on the shelf. We're going to make it a little bit fun, so every once in a while I'll let Marcus choose the arcs that I have to read that month so that he can just like surprise me with a book, and yeah, we'll make it fun like that. Whenever I draw from the TBR jar, it's kind of fun because Marcus will go to the other room and find the book for me to make it like a surprise. And so yeah, we'll just make it fun like that again. I'm also planning to read a lot more graphic novels this year just because I find that graphic novels are a really good thing to add in between like heavy or dense books so that I can just kind of have like a breather and read something that's really like fun and lighthearted. Although not all graphic novels are fun and lighthearted. Some of them have very intense content in them. But personally, I just find they're easy to get through and they're fun for me and they're kind of like a little pick-me-up. So I'm going to try and fit more graphic novels into my TBRs every month. I'll probably put one in there for each TBR because that way I know I'm going to have one little book that's just going to like give me a pep in my step to keep going with my books. And then for this year, I'm going to set the same reading goal on Goodreads for 60 books again, because I think that way I won't be too stressed to read more than I can handle, and I will just enjoy my year of reading. Also going on that, I'm only going to try and read 5 books a month, so I'm not going to really push to go higher than 5 books a month so that I'm not as stressed to try and finish all these books. I think 5 books are definitely manageable and I can do that easily without having to worry too much about not completing the books for the next month. Because one thing that I did do a lot is I would not fully complete a TBR and then I would feel the need to have to carry those books over to the next month because I'm a completionist and I don't like leaving things undone like that. So, or I don't like leaving things unfinished. So yeah, this way I won't have many opportunities for it to be unfinished, and I think that'll be better. That being said, if I do manage to finish all the books before the month is over and I have some extra time, then maybe I will choose another book from the TBR jar or even do another arc. All the books in my TBR jar are from authors that sent them to me, and they date back as far as like 2018. So that's why I'm trying to read more of these, because I feel like I do owe it to them to get these books done since they put their books in the mail and sent them to me. So yeah, I'm going to try and add additional books on if I have the opportunity to. And then lastly, these are like my statistical goals that I'm going for. So in the past year, my goal was to hit 1,000 subscribers, and I actually got to like 2,700 by the end of the year, which is amazing. And thank you to you guys for helping me get there, because like I owe all my growth to you guys. This year, I'm going to be trying to aim for 5,000. I feel like it's a pretty high goal to achieve for me, so I'm going to cross my fingers that we get there and we will see if it happens. Another goal I have is to have one of my videos, doesn't matter which one, I just kind of want one of them to go over 10,000 views. Currently, I think my highest video is a little over 5,000, and it's the one where Marcus chose my TBR for the first time. So yeah, I don't know, it'd just be really cool to have a video over 10,000 views, because that's just like an exciting milestone. I would also like to be more active on TikTok. I have an account on TikTok. I only have like 3 TikToks on there, but I want to get more active on it and just be a part of the book talk community. Hillary from Melted Books is actually one of my big inspirations for this, because she's been doing that for a long time and I really enjoy watching her book talks. So I'm excited to dive into it and just have fun with it and see how it goes. And then the last thing is that for the next year for the Reindeer Readathon, I just want to try and work out a way so that it's just a little bit more of a streamlined process for me and maybe add some more things into it. I don't know what we will come up with, but I just know that it's going to be really fun and I'm really excited to do the Reindeer Readathon again. After this year, I feel so happy and joyful after like all the different interactions that have come from the Readathon and all the new people and new booktubers / book lovers that I've met. It's been fantastic. And so I'm really looking forward to next year and trying to make it even bigger and better. And that's it for all my goals for 2021. Let me know what your reading goals are down in the comments below. Maybe some of our goals match up, or maybe you're super ambitious. I know some people read like over 150 books in a year, and like I don't know how they do that. I could not do that. That's just not possible for me, but I think it's so cool that other people can. And anyways, I just want to know what your goals are. If you want to support me, I have a Patreon and a Coffee page, which I'll put in the description down below. You know the drill. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that bell notification button so you get notified when I post videos. I post my videos on Mondays and Thursdays. And until next time, keep on reading.